right, man. Let's talk about Devin Haney. They're saying that he is going to be fined after Lomachenko snitch to the Nevada State Athletic Commission. All right, and that's what happened. And now, Coppers revealing that they're possibly going to fine Devin Haney. Did the person reveal? They said Devin is expected to take home between $3 to $8 million. He's guaranteed. Um, Coppinger is saying 4. Okay. So it says the Salem Lomachenko requires a medical exam after shove Devin Haney facing punishment. So, I mean, somebody pointed this out to me yesterday. I think it was Lion Killer. He pointed out to me, well, they investigating this, but not the Barso and Rowley stoppage. So we know how it go. I told y'all that Victor Conti had a good interview on the Boxing Voice where he said that, I didn't know this. The Nevada State Athletic Commission is got a stake in these things, and they took 8% out of the gate for Rowley. I mean, for Javante Davis and Ryan Garcia. So they got stakes in this. They money hungry as anybody, but they wasn't probably gonna find him till Lomachenko went to go snitch. So that's what happened. Lomachenko went to go snitch. He said he required a medical exam after getting pushed like that, and that's just to build in more excuses for if you lose you know. Um, and I kind of get my thoughts on the shove. I talked about it live, but hey, we just kind of like, I'll give y'all this where y'all ain't got to fish through a live because I don't chapter it. Eventually we'll get there. We'll chapter it, okay? So, so it says Devin Haney will be under investigation by the Nevada State Athletic Commission after violently shoving Vasily Lomachenko during Friday's weigh-in. You can watch it, but we already seen it. I'll replay it too. How about that? Because I still got it up. So, I'm gonna replay it after I read this. He said this according to report ESPN, which states the Nevada State Athletic Commission will file a complaint with its attorney's office for disciplinary hearing at its next meeting. Haney is expected to be fined for his actions at Friday weigh-in. I don't know if they're gonna if they're going to hold his purse. So to me, Lomachenko getting a medical exam and all and them, but you know what it is. While Haney and Lomachenko will go toe to toe in a massive boxing match Saturday night and likely inflict damage well beyond on stage shove, it's never good to see two fighters mix. Well, look here, dude. I don't give a fuck, man. We seen Riddick Bowe punch somebody, bruh. We seen Riddick Bowe punch somebody at the opening press conference. We seen Terry Crawford try to take off Jose with beat his head. We seen this before. It's about selling the fight. And he sent the message. When has been wrong to push somebody, bro, before a weigh-in? We seen it. So, Loma said he's mine. Now he's mine. He doesn't have the power. I felt it. He shoved me because he's scared. Now, the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy. He doesn't have the power, but then again, right? And he could be right. You required a medical exam. So if the push was nothing, then what you need a medical exam for? Riddle me that. If the push was nothing, what did you need a medical exam for? See, sometimes it ain't that hard to read between the lines, bro. Can you read between the lines? Your ass like Fantasia. That shit was funny by Rick Ross. That's all I've said, dude. That's all I've said. If the push was nothing, then what did you need a medical exam for? Riddle me that, Batman. Riddle me that. I was just watching the old black and white Batman this morning. Riddle me that. And so I just look at things sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta sit back, bro. And I see why people meditate and just sit there, man. And it could be you don't have to necessarily cross your legs to meditate and do all that, right? We all know that, right? Sometimes you could just sit there and you know, you just sit there. You could be just looking at the sky, sitting at the table. You just think. A lot of times you sit there, you just reflect and you think, dude, because that's pretty much what meditation is. You start to put one and one together. Sometimes you might go back 10, 15 yards. That nigga got down on me. Oh, I should have beat this nigga ass. Sometimes some of those reflections, they necessarily always positive, but hey, it is what it is. And then, obviously we know what Devin Haney said. He said that was just the start. You see how easy I pushed him. He's the smaller man. I'm going to pose pretty much my will. So My thing is, if the push was nothing, what did you need a medical examination for? To me, it sounds like a built-in excuse is coming. That's just me. I ain't the smartest man in the world, you know. But that's what it sounds like to me. But if you ain't see it, give me a minute. So hold on.
Loma looking a little thick around the waist area, Dre.
Yeah, he typically looks like that. I like the young fella. He's feeling himself.
Whoa! That was the first moment all week we saw a
People say,
break
"Oh,
in the
you pussy, how you
composure.
go off?" No, you sent the message.
That was a
what
big
I
time
gotta
shot.
say for it.
That was an attack. He sent in a message.
You know what I'm staying for. What I'm staying for. What am I staying for, bro? This is barbaric, but I just think a lot of it was just to sell the pay-per-view. That's my opinion. A lot of it was just to sell the pay-per-view. That's my humble opinion. A lot of it was just to sell the pay-per-view. You know, that's what I thought. A lot of it was just to sell the pay-per-view. But also he sent the message. People say, well, what did he walk off for? I mean, I sent my message. I sent my message and I, I said what I said and I did what I did. That's exactly what it was. When people, when they don't like you, they want to make things, they want to make things bigger than what they are. That's what they do. When they don't like you, they want to make things bigger than what they are. And people say, well, Devin Haney just lost his fans. People was talking shit before this. People was talking shit before this. How they ain't like him for no reason because he wanted to fight the best. Oh, he's boring. He's just that and the third. But when Pacquiao do the same boring shit and he ran and that in the latter half of his career, he started fighting boring. Ain't nobody really have a problem with it. Don't forget that. That's why I said I don't really be believing what a lot of these people say. They pick and choose who they want. And it ain't always got something to do with color neither. They pick and choose what they want. They pick and choose what they want. So and what they want to justify, Canelo put them hands on Caleb Plant. It is what it is. Okay, he put them hands on Caleb Plant. But my thing about it is I just thought, my first thing was he just trying to sell the fight and he been carrying the promotion on his own. He been carrying the promotion on his own. So, I mean, what you expect? He been carrying the promotion on his own. You can't get mad about it. He mad that he ain't promoting. So he got to do something to sell the fight because your money is directed to how this fight is going to sell. Tickets, gate-wise. Gate-wise. Pay-per-view wise, merchandise wise, selling your own merch and all that's all that's what it is. And Lomachenko ain't he foreign, and apparently, one of the reasons that people saying I seen in Bruce Vane comment section, one of the reasons why he ain't kind of like selling the fight. Apparently, I heard this too. He a traitor. He fuck with the Russians. So you notice they ain't been using that Ukrainian war situation. Because he go to Russian church. He cool with the Russians. Y'all got to remember too, he fled. Ivan Redcast, he was the first one to call him out. I seen on social media, on Twitter to be exact, for fleeing the war. And then he fled to Greece. He dropped his family off and came back because everybody else came back, like Usyk. Usyk came back. The Klitschko stood tall. You know what I'm saying? And he was the one that ran. I mean, he knew what that was gonna do PR wise, so he could be just trying to keep a low profile. Because they ain't been pushing Lomachenko like they usually push him. And, anytime you go on pay-per-view, it's time to push like a woman in labor. It's time to push like a woman in labor. It is. So you gotta push this fight. And Devin Haney just trying to have his till this day moment and all of this. He trying to have his moment. He trying to sell the fight. So, I mean, like I said last night, we seen Larry Holmes drop kick somebody off the car. Come on. We seen Riddick Bowe piece somebody up at the press conference. He drop kicked Trevor Burbick, I believe, by the way. This ain't nothing new. You selling the fight. You selling the fight. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. But yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Probably be live after the fight. So, but yeah, man, I got a predictions up and all types of stuff. Check me out on TikTok. It's the first. Hit the link tree. You can find me from TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, the whole nine. Let me know what's in the comment section. Peace.